course.
Onward with the show.
Onward with the show. He attributes his rise from amateur to featured comedy act to the simple fact that he has a car. And he can drive from one comedy club to another.
He came in second in a nationwide search for Canada's funniest new comic, but that's okay because he just tries harder.
He considers stand-up a form of therapy, and we're happy to help him out, work out a few issues here on the show. Please welcome Johnny Gardhouse.
Johnny!
Hey, all right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to have you. Have a seat.
Thanks very much.
All right, great to have you here.
It's nice in my apartment. This is great.
Now, we congratulate you. You're 25 years old, and you're headlining at Yuck Yucks for the first time. This is a big, big event for you.
I also clean up after the show, too. That's another reason they gave it to me.
You just clean a few tables.
Vacuum and stuff and do the tables.
How's the gig going? You
Great.
On Wednesday night?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Wednesday night was opening night. My folks came down from up north, so they were all like giddy and happy.
That's right. You're from Owen Sound, is that right?
That's right.
Is that a funny place? I mean, I know some people from Owen Sound. They're pretty funny, but...
It's a wild town. Beautiful, great fishing. It's just beautiful in the wintertime, and if that doesn't get me a street named after myself, I don't know what will.
I see.
Now, your parents obviously have grown up with you and your comedy at home. You probably were a million laughs at the dining room table and all
Yeah,
that.
sure it was.
But how do they feel when they come to a club to see their son in action? Were they nervous for you? Were they...
They were excited.
Were they?
That took a long time, I think. When I first started out, they were a little wary about the whole stand-up career.
Are they used to your routine, or have they heard you try it out on them, or do you?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Do you mention them in the act?
They're watching, so I'll say no.
We have a little piece of you in action at Yuck Yucks. Let's take a look right now. Johnny Gardhouse.
He was down there for the last big one, whatever it was. Hurricane Andrew, was that the last big one that flew through there? And they had him down there, not in the outskirts of town, right in the middle. What do you say to somebody to get them to go down and cover? In the middle of a raging tropical storm, huh? Bob, what we'd like you to do is go down to Florida, stand on the beach, and tell us what the weather's like. Okay. Poor loser gets down there. Bob, what's it like down there? Oh, my God! And I scream a lot.
Now, we talk about Friday the 13th. Are you a superstitious person?
Not at all. You know what I'm doing after I leave the show? I'm going to go clean up my bank account, go up to Rama there at the casino, and lay it all on one hand at 21. Oh, I feel lucky!
That's exactly my thing these days.
Well, I've got a
Blackjack, I'm
two-seater.
telling you.
Roll.
So, speaking of two-seater, well, you were telling us that you're not having a love. Your love life is a little.
Legally, I could be a priest.
That's a little more information than I really needed to know.
People say that stand-ups are good with the ladies, but you know, I'm a very sensitive, emotional guy.
Yeah.
So what's the problem exactly? Why is you attracting?
Robin's quite interested in this. You know why? But
you know what it was? It was a little show way back when I used to watch called Star Lost. It really threw me off everything. And I'll tell you, I had all the action figures, Robin. It was nuts.
I have a sense this is a get Robin kind of day today. I don't know why.
I don't know. I saw Tom Gibney in the hall. He goes, "Give it to Robin." He's not as big as I thought he was. He's only 4'2". Did you know that, folks? Tom Gibney, unbelievable. Yeah. He's gonna wait for me
so
to
you're a
part
lonely guy, but you're starting your meteoric rise in comedy. So maybe once you kind of hit the big time, they'll
comedy groupies.
Yeah.
they'll come running from everywhere.
Yeah, the old Kiss groupies.
Well, you're the old Kiss groupies. You're doing you're on tour a lot too. The Road Warriors. What's that? You
a great way to see the country.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if you like Saskatchewan.
In your
This
car.
is show in
I've been to
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Yeah, it's a nice place.
It sure is.
In the summer, it's a lot nicer. In the winter, it's quite cold.
It's a lot of fun when you're doing like 140.
Yeah.
Right down the Trans-Canada.
I get the impression from you, you're quite a physical comic. You use a lot of facial expressions. You put your whole body and soul into
I
the
can
thing.
bend my feet right behind my head. That's physical comedy, folks.
Are you a fan of people like Steve Martin, of course, Kramer, great physical comedians?
Michael Richards, very funny.
Yeah.
Also Peter Sellers. He was one of the all-time classic physical timing genius, you know.
It's interesting, a guy like Peter Sellers, who's so funny, reading about him, was so dark, was so unhappy, had such an unpleasant heart to the man. It's interesting. A lot of comedy is based on anger, a lot of rage, I think. Would you say?
Now I'm all sad. I've shattered one of my heroes, man.
You can talk to us. This is your therapy session.
This
It's
is called
fine.
therapy
You can tell
here.
us.
What are you saying? Like, are all comics sort of
No,
sad?
I'm just suggesting that maybe there's a little bit of anger in
Sure.
a lot of what's
It's great to go on stage. You get to go on and sort of vent all your anger
and comment on parts of society that you may
Sure.
disagree with and make fun of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Canadian through and through, so I spend a lot of time talking about the States as well.
Right, so you can offend lots of people. Then.
Oh, not offend.
Not
just
offend.
Sort of.
No. Just kind of put it out there.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay,
Wow.
well, that's
I often wonder if comics, when you're on the edge, you're out there and you're taking chances all the time. Do you ever really sort of bug someone where they say, hey, you can't get away with that, and some guy comes up and...
Well, I've had a couple experiences. I did a show in a place called Ucluelet, Vancouver Island, and I had a lady actually punch me in the nose.
You're
She
kidding.
didn't like what I had to say, and she let me know it. Did I say lady? I mean a big man. Huge.
Do you, well, of course you're old enough, but I was thinking, do you remember, all the old shows in the 60s and the 70s, the funny shows? Do you consider yourself a TV junkie? Do you get a lot of,
sure.
your ideas from stuff like that?
Well, I just mentioned Starlost. I mean, I'm mainlining today. I like the old
That's the
shows.
robot, isn't it? With that wasn't it?
I don't know,
No.
were you
Never
Midnight-
mind, we won't talk about it.
Midnights in
Okay,
space,
no,
folks. I don't
Just
know.
enough to say that it inspired you to go into this
It really
career.
did, yeah. And
John, we wish you all the best.
Thanks very much.
Yucks, you're there till Saturday night, and
Yep.
and we'll be watching for you in future
thanks.
as you continue your climb. We hope you get a date one day. We really do.
If not, come by the
you're
theater.
flashing my number at the end of the show, aren't you?
It's been great having you on.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.